What up?
Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome to 2020.
2020.
2020. The roaring 20s. I want to live in the roaring 20s.
With the Great Depression.
Yeah, but it looked cool. I think our 20s are way different than those 20s.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think it's exciting to get to the new year and reset and all that, but I hate seeing, especially all the outdoor lights, I hate seeing them go away so quick. It's like, I know that, especially we got a lot of organizing and stuff done around the house. Like, we took our tree down the next weekend. Normally we leave it up through the first. We left our lights on outside through the first, but I hate seeing it all go away so fast.
Now we're that family that has them up and they're all windblown and hanging out all over the place.
So, there's still houses that are turning them on, so. But, yeah, it was a good New Year. We did absolutely nothing.
Super mellow.
I'm surprised we made it up as late as we did. Normally we're out. We never stay up till midnight.
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh, we don't.
Yeah, we do. I remember last year, too, 'cause the kids were all up, too. I remember.
Okay.
I do. I actually do remember the year before.
I don't.
I always try to make it up because we even had it on, though. We even streamed it on the TV, though, last year. We didn't have it on at all. We were watching your YouTube stuff.
Anyways, what do I have? What does 2020, what does 2020 mean? What does the new year mean? What does it mean to you? Like, everybody wants to use these resets and everything. Like, what does it do for you when you reset everything?
It's exactly that. It's like hitting a reset button for me. I don't do resolutions, but I will do some changes, and I'm trying to make some big ones this year, and I'm feeling pretty good about it so far. What are we, 4 or 5 days into the new year already? And I know it sounds funny, like, oh, it's only 5 days, but I'm pretty proud of what I've accomplished in the 5 days as far as my mindset and lifestyle changes I've made. For me personally, a lot of people are like, oh, haha, I'm the same person I was, last year. Well, which is true to a degree, but I really was looking forward to that January 1st fixing and changing some stuff. I know I could have done it on December 24th or, November, 13th, but I chose to stick it out, and I just wanted to refresh on January 1st. And prior to that, a few days prior to that, I started adjusting my schedule and working on that kind of stuff. But
you did start a little early. You started getting prepared, which was nice.
I did. And I think it's been a good thing. One stupid thing that I did was I have so many email accounts and,
oh my God.
Because I've had numerous Instagrams. I get these really random wild hairs like, oh, I want this black and white Instagram. I'm going to start that. Or, oh, I'm going to make a separate one from my business, but I'm also going to make a separate one for Bridals and Boudoir because I really want to focus on those, which actually was fun. And I really actually kind of miss having that. But ultimately, it's just creating more work for myself. And so I delete all those, after a few months or whatever. But then I have all these email accounts that get junk and that I maybe use to sign up for something. So I get that. So I took the time. I was up till like 1 a.m., I think, organizing all my emails. I made sure any important emails that were coming to a not so important email account was, I updated my email preferences to all go to, 1 or 2. So now I'm down to 3, which also includes the Salty Blowy email, which we both share, which is not really utilized much. And then I have a business one and my personal. And my personal one I've had, actually, my personal one that I've had forever is one of the ones that was primarily just getting junk. So anything important in there, I might forward it to my other personal. I have 2 out of like 12. So I, and I deleted all those junk mails, like thousands of emails. So it was kind of cool. Nobody else can see it. But for me, internally, I was like, oh, it's good.
Touching on you creating those multiple accounts, though, I think it's good that you're trying stuff because that's how you learn what you like and don't like. I think it's fine to take those risks. It's absolutely okay that you did that and you just recognize it and you stopped. You didn't continue to put in the time if you didn't see the return on your not investment on money wise, but investment on time. You weren't seeing
right. And ultimately, it is time is money. And I was putting a lot of time into all these accounts that were going to take forever to grow. So why not just focus on the ones that have growth already and reach and go from there. So lesson learned on those ones for sure.
For me, I'm looking at this 2020 as I hope that what this one means to me, this last New Year's reset, I'm hoping that this is the last New Year's reset that I have to do. I think it's a great tool that people can use to reset every year for certain things, but I would like to be in a place where your year is going so good that you don't have to reset. You're working your ass off the whole year. You're not looking for a certain date to kind of meander through the holidays and waiting to get so you can get started again. Like, I want to keep up this pace the whole year, and that's hard. That's why a lot of people do look to the new year. It's hard to keep a pace of, and that's the life of an entrepreneur, though. You have to keep pace, otherwise you'll flame out. And I want this to be the last year that I'm not going to say that 2020 won't come or 2021 won't come around and you'll use it as a reset to do something around the house or do something, fitness wise. But when it comes to overall, I don't think it should be so drastic that everything in life changes. I think you should be able to keep pace the whole year round and should be just as hungry at the end of the year as you are at the beginning. I'd like that to be what 2020 means to me. The last time I have to do a huge reset, like we said, 2020 is going to be my year. 2021, well, how about the whole year? So that's where I'm at with this year.
I like it.
Speaking of that, I wanted to jump into what our goals were for 2020, and I think I have started here right now. Fitness goals for one, and if that cat doesn't shut the fuck up.
I was going to say, I didn't want to interrupt you, but
oh my God.
You can hear the cat in the background. He's taking a poop right now, and he's burying it for like 20 minutes.
It's pissing me off.
It's going to smell so bad here shortly, too.
Anyways, fitness goals are what we're going to talk about real quick. We're both, obviously, both into fitness, and it's a big part of our life, but right now, we are, like you said, it's only 5 days in. There's a long way to go. But at the end from May to the end of Thanksgiving, I had dropped about 50 pounds. And I'm looking to drop another, I'd be fine between 70 and 80, which seems like a lot, but that would put me at an awesome, I'd be really happy with that weight right there for performance-wise in fitness. Right now, I'm not too worried about performance. I'm jumping into some new programming, kind of softly based, where it's more. I'm definitely going to work on my cardio more. Strength base is going to be a little bit there, but it's not my main priority. And then for the month, I'm actually, and this isn't a fad or anything. I just wanted to see what my body would react to if I didn't have meat for a month. Just one thing I could try for a month, and it's more of a mental thing, more of a mental practice, mental strengthening, you could say, mental tuning up, is to see if I could go 30 days and try it. So, on that note, where are you at with your fitness? What are you trying to?
Meat cleaver. I'm tired. Meat. I think of that Brother Lynch Hung song. Meat cleaver. It's disturbing. What was that? What I was just watching, and they were making people into hamburger meat. Was it on You?
Oh,
I think he did.
He
made one of his victims into hamburger patties.
I missed that part.
Fitness for me. So, big thing for me is staying on track. Those that follow me know it's a never-ending battle with me. I'm good. And then take a day off, 2 days off, 3 days off, eat whatever I want, and I'm back in this vicious cycle. And it's all the time. And so my main focus was one is to stay on track. But two was to set realistic goals and not realistic goals and what's the other word I'm thinking of? Attainable goals, I should say. Realistic plan and attainable goals, because I'm always like every day, hour and a half, 2-hour workout, and then the next day rolls around like, he had to be up at 3 a.m. and I had a busy day. Clients, do we really want to go to work out? No, let's go get lunch. I mean, it is truly a vicious cycle in our lives. And so I kind of had to rework my workout plan. ultimately, we always try to go to the gym together. I mean, that's always been our thing. Some over the years, we've done the same workouts. I've done whatever he told me. Other times it's just we go together. We might be working out in the same area, but we're do different things. But right now, I think we're definitely on different paths as far as our workouts and stuff go. So I really wanted to do something that I know I can stick to, so
Except for our Fridays, we're still going to do outdoor stuff together.
Yeah, so Fridays are, and that was another thing. I'm not an outdoorsy person. I am absolutely a indoor homebody.
So before you go any further, we went to REI, the new outdoor store in Slow, which is all outdoors, and Jamie walked out with lavender hand sanitizer.
He and Cruz hate it. They think it stinks so bad. I love it. Yeah, that's it.
It was awesome outdoor store, and she's like, I want this lavender hand sanitizer. And
he and Cruz are like, ooh, this and ooh, all this trail stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is nice. But I do like, they have some really cool tents that I would love to get for the beach because we do go to the beach a lot. And, they would be nice to have just to relax in. But anyway, so one other thing I want to incorporate into my fitness and just daily lifestyle is more fresh air, more, outdoors, because I know it is good for us and our bodies need it, getting that vitamin D in. And so I added, and I was going to do it with one of my girlfriends, but he's totally on board for it too. So Fridays is going to be an outdoor hike, and we're going to try different, once all the kids are in school, we're going to find different hikes within the county that we can do. And just get that fresh air, but get some, get our bodies moving and the heart rates up and stuff like that. Mondays are going to be my Pilates class with my soul sister Alicia at Give, so I'll go in the evenings, he'll go get his workout done in the daytime. And then I worked out like 2 days of heavy lifting for me, and then a high intensity day. If we don't make it on our hike, we'll hit the track like we did the other day. We'll do, sprints and the bleachers. But all things are attainable. Like it's all doable for me. I love that I've decided to change up every single day because it gives me like, okay, I'm not doing the same thing over and over again, because like for him, he can do his routine, or his workout plan, and mentally prepared in his head. He can eat meal prep food the same every single day. I can't. I get by day 2 or 3, I'm gagging like, ugh, I need to change it up. So that is my plan. And my other thing is my water intake.
I was supposed to be gone last night.
I truly thought my water intake daily was decent. Maybe not great because I have my own jug of a gallon of water because I don't like cold water. I prefer room temperature water, so mine's separate from everybody else's. But I learned yesterday that I'm not so good on my water intake. I didn't even make it to half a gallon. And even with what I did consume, which apparently is more than usual, I've been peeing every, 30 minutes since then. So I'm going to get through this today, and so that is another thing, is getting my water in better than I thought I was.
And the good thing about fitness is it's the one thing that you can control. You can control every aspect. You can control your fitness, you can control your nutrition, you can control your workouts. It's the one of the few things in life that you have complete control over, which is nice.
Yeah.
It really is on you. And when things in your fitness and health are going good, I think that transfers over to, especially if you own your own business, I think that transfers over to the rest of your life really well. And that's what we're going into next, is our business goals. I think if your fitness is going well and you're feeling healthy and confident, I think that transfers over well to your business. So
I totally agree with that. Like, I feel like putting yourself first and taking care of you definitely plays out for how everything else is going to fall together, because like I said, it's only 5 days in, but I've been consistent with our workouts and, even our food, and I am in a better mood and I am more motivated, and I just have again, this goes back to resetting on the first. I, said I was going to go into things with a more positive mindset and really try to control my anxiety issues and stuff too. But I feel like everything is falling into place. Another thing too, I failed to mention was, I am tracking my calories. I haven't done that in forever. So I downloaded my MyFitnessPal, which I synced it with my watch and with my health app on my phone. And I don't know, like, I'm trying to keep it healthy-ish, but I'm still, I'm not going to turn down certain things sometimes. But I find that, is helpful too. Just, holding myself accountable for sure. But yeah, and then like I mentioned earlier, my best friend is joining in on this. We have deemed her the sister wife. She says bye to her husband when we leave now because she's always with us. But that's making it fun too. Her and I, she's completely new into this world. And so it's been fun for me to use my own knowledge that I've actually learned from him and use it on her. But yeah, I don't have any goals. I always feel like should I do bodybuilding? Should I do powerlifting? How about should I go back into CrossFit or yoga? I'm actually just trying to do what I enjoy each day and then focus on being healthy. So, yeah.
All right. So, back into the transition into business.
Because he's in charge.
No. Business goals. As we just said, where do we want to take our businesses into 2020? I know you have some pretty awesome goals. I'm okay with where my business is at. I have a landscaping company. A few more clients would be okay, but I don't plan on this being in my future forever. I would like to phase out of it. I would like to continue to grow this, but this isn't anything promised. This is we do this for fun right now, but it is important to have goals to be doing something like this as well. You might be doing it for fun, but you might have certain goals. I think that's important. Be more in the creative process of any other projects, not just this, but I know Jamie has some ambitious goals with both her business that I'd like to help behind the scenes as well. So business goals for this is to kind of phase out of what I'm doing right now, but you can't, because that's what puts a roof over our head and puts food on the table for everyone. So that will continue to go as long as it has to. I would love to get out of that and continue on more of the creative process. So without going into too many details about how that will go, that's really what I hope for. I would hope to get this this podcast. I would hope to have it. We definitely want to get it on iTunes, and I'm working on that this month, getting an audio version. Eventually this year, I would like to get us set up on Patreon for any subscribers or premium content that we want to put out. That's always a fun option to have. And more, get the shop. I don't know what's going on with the shop. Get the Teespring shop running. I know it's up, but we're having a problem with the URL right now, and I do not know what the hell's going on. We need to order ourselves.
I know, maybe we should rep it.
So, those are my goals for this year, is to really take this to the next level, up the quality, up the content, and last night I spent a lot of time trying to get this in order, and it was time consuming, but it felt good because I knew you can always tell when we come in here without a plan and we're all over the place. It's nice to put in the work and then know what your plan is the next day or going forward. So that's kind of the gist of what I want to do come 2020 for business.
That kind of covered growth for the podcast goals too, huh?
Yes, yeah.
Because I was just going to say growth for the podcast, obviously, since it's so fresh and new. Business goals for me. So to sum it up in a nutshell, growth, balance. So I tend to, you all know I live on my phone and it's in my hand all the time. And it's not necessarily always for business. Sometimes it's just aimlessly scrolling and getting sucked into the rabbit hole of comments, which lead to this or that or the other. And it doesn't even apply to my life. I'm so bad about that. So I'm hoping to, or not hoping, I'm going to find that balance of when I'm on my phone, social media, getting my business stuff done on all my social media platforms, including Salty Blowy, and Salty But Sweet Sunless, and then the Jamie O. So finding that balance of business and social media time is important to me. Growth, I'm not going to go into all the details of my business goals, just because some of that stuff I do keep to myself and my husband for reasons. But overall, it's growth. Most of you know my jam is bridal, the wedding industry, and so I have trained numerous girls. We've touched on that before in the spray tan industry. I'm going to continue to do so, but I'm also adding on a specific bridal training program. So that's going to be completely separate. That can be used for seasoned spray tanners in the industry that really want to grow in the wedding industry as well, just because I'm 100% confident in my bridal glows, and it's something I really, really, truly want to focus on and continue to grow in. I have tan brides all over the world, actually, and so it's something that I'm truly focusing on. And then there's a lot of other things along with that. So, but yeah, focus, growth, and balance. And not replying to business text messages at 9 p.m. and later, because I do wake up sometimes in the middle of the night and because I can't sleep, I check my phone and I'll wake up to a text message from somebody at 11:45 p.m. saying, "Can I get in tomorrow?" and I'll reply. So I just need to find that balance of business and my personal life as well, and unglue myself from my phone.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm looking at what we have next on the list, and that is, I can't believe that's the one thing that I fucking failed for my homework.
You didn't put those three
that.
together?
So a short segment that I wanted to do, and I'll just talk about it real quick since I didn't do it, is every week I listen to podcasts daily. Some of them are entertainment. I'll come home and I'll show Jamie, the video, because I'll be listening to it on the headphones, and sometimes seeing people's expressions are better than just listening to them. Some of them are business related, motivation, and some of them are history tools, just random stuff. And so every week, since we are a podcast, I wanted to just list my 3 favorite episodes of the week, whether it be Star Talk Radio, Philosophize This, which is they take, philosophy from our history and they kind of interpret it in a modern day, how it applies to modern society today. Just, I'm not going to talk about the episodes. I'll just show them to you guys. So in case you guys listen to other things, so you have something that you might want to look into. So I'm going to do that every week just because I do listen to podcasts daily, and I'd like to share some of the stuff that I listen to, whether it be entertainment or learning value. So I failed sharing my top 3.
I know, and on my list
today.
of our list of order on agenda, number 5, it says parentheses Scott, because that's his thing, because he sent me this big old list and said, "Here's your homework," and I did it.
So on that note, we are going to jump into current events. I had a few awesome things, just to keep, whether it's good things in the news, unbelievable, crazy things, stuff like that to really talk about. So this lady, Dorothy Woods, has been playing the same numbers in the lottery for I don't know how many years, and she always uses number 24 as the last number, but she accidentally put 28 as the last number, and it actually won. She won $100,000 on the lottery.
Aww.
She's been playing the same number, same 5 numbers for years and years and years, and for some reason accidentally wrote a 28 instead of a 24.
And it worked for her.
It worked.
That's funny.
She won $100,000. So
that's cool.
State of Virginia. She's
way to go, Dorothy.
I know, that's awesome. And then Dorothy. So this freaking story. So I don't know how legit this was. It seemed like in the comments everybody said it was, but Segway, whoa, don't. Segway announces new stroller for adults. Where have I
looks
seen
like that movie?
Exactly, WALL-E. All the people in
Oh
WALL-E.
yeah, they're zipping around.
Whose bone density?
Yeah, because their bodies are.
They just
Oh,
don't.
no.
They're not active anymore. And I thought that was funny because that's exactly what I saw when I.
Why is that though?
I don't know. I didn't look at the backstory of that, and I don't know. I mean,
it's just what our world needs.
I know, and they said
lazy ass people.
In the article that said it's not just to appeal to people that are in wheelchairs.
It's
or
for
that are
lazy
handicapped.
people.
It is. That's what they said.
Oh my gosh, I can just imagine going places and getting my ankles hit by those people
Yeah.
that are completely capable of walking. I'm not against like things for people that actually need this stuff, but if you're just being lazy and just want to zip around.
I was going to be at Walmart tomorrow. So, and the next current event, this isn't so current, it happened a few months ago, but this guy was a drug trafficker and he was in prison. His daughter came in to like replace him, but she brought in the t-shirt that she was wearing and this mask, and he got to the exit sign and the guards noticed like something's weird, and so they pulled him over, and sure enough, he was dressed as his daughter, who had just come in to visit him, and she was sitting there in the cell. He was going to escape.
She was going to let her daddy escape?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's weird.
Yeah, I think.
And he was going to let her just stay in jail? Mm-hmm. Well, eventually they would notice, and then they'd probably get her out. But she'd be in jail anyway because
she'd be in jail for
doing
helping.
that. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But how creepy it was, and the hair was covered in the face, and he got to the fucking exit door.
Wow.
And, had him hold up.
That's funny.
God, it's creepy though.
Nice
it's
try,
so scary.
dude.
And that's current events, and this last one is really random, but so in Costco, some lady was stealing ice from the pop machine at Costco, emptied the machine, and was waiting for it to make more so she could fill another freezer bag. She had 4 already. The manager asked her to stop, but she acted like she couldn't hear him, so I thought this would be funny if I did this. And we are back. We had a
hours and hours and hours and hours later.
Had a technical difficulty. So the video that I was talking about, the Costco video, something popped up and it absolutely destroyed whatever was going on in multiple programs. Luckily, I was able to save what we were still talking about, audio and visually. But for some reason, that shut down all of the core audio functions. So and we were already on a time crunch. Jamie had to be somewhere, so we literally stopped at 10:30, and now it's 3:30. And as you can see, the sunlight is in a different spot. So yeah, here we are.
Better because you always complain about the sunlight.
No, it's still bad. Is it recording?
Yes, I just had this weird like OCD moment where I felt like, did I hit it? Did I see it start recording? Check 1, check 2. Check 1, check 2.
All right, good.
Good.
Sweet. So, anyways, I'm not going to play that video again, just in case. I don't know what happened. I'm going to delete it the second we're out of here. But essentially, the kids that were filming that lady take the ice, or they went and stole her ice and ran out of the store. So, anyways, the anticlimactic version of that, at least for us, not for you guys because it'll be back to back, but for us it's hours and hours later, so it's not that fun of a story. But where were you? What did you just do?
So my girlfriend Bridget hosted a vision board workshop. It was like a what's the term? Map something. Now I'm blanking on like.
You're just there for hours.
I know, but it was so basically creating your vision board for 2020, which I've never actually taken the time to do. I've done vision board like years ago, but I think it was more of just cutting out things and gluing on. Didn't have necessarily a lot of meaning. This one I actually, I've gone into 2020, like I said earlier, with a different mindset. So it was fun to sit with a group of girls, a group of women that were all awesome. I knew Bridget, and then I brought my friend Kristen. I invited her, who I absolutely adore. And also one of my clients was there that I haven't seen since her wedding, and now she's expecting, so that was cool. And then some other girls that I did not know. And, I thought I'd be gone like an hour or two. I was gone. It started at 11, and I didn't get back until 3. So, yeah, way longer than I thought, but the time flew by. Like it was good company, and just a good time, for sure. So it was a lot of fun. So I did create my board.
Good. I'm gonna create mine too.
Yeah.
And the second Jamie gets back, she walks in the door. She's like, "You ready to start recording again?" I'm laying on the couch watching football. I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I'll go set up right now. We're ready to go." And what she do? She's like, hold on, I'm gonna clean the fish bowl.
I thought
And then
he was
takes
going to
cleaning
take
the fish
longer.
bowl.
I thought he was going to be longer to set up than he was, and so the fish tank has been bugging me. He was a little beta fish, whatever he is, was smelly, and I kept getting whiffs of him. So I was like, it needs to be changed. So Cruz and I did that real quick. I didn't know he was ready that quick though.
So I'll do my vision board this week and
We can share them.
I'll share them next week. But moving on, as we trying to get through this, Jamie's always got her funny memes. So if you can send those over, and you said that you have those organized today.
Well, I thought when you said current events, though, I thought we were going to talk about the way you, all the hype you caused in the I Grew Up in a Tascadero group.
No. That's ridiculous, especially the last
It's
comment.
still
was
going. It's killing me. In a brief, I don't know how to summarize this up really quickly so it's not dragged out. But
So really quickly, we were at the store. Instead of hitting none for cashbacks, I accidentally hit $20 cash back. I get to the card. Jamie's like, how come it was $20 more than what we spent? I was like, I don't know. I hit none. And she's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. So this is self-checkout. So I run back into the store. The girl that was behind us was still in line at our register. So I was like, hey, I was like, did you see 20 laying around here or anything? And she's like, no, I'm so sorry. I didn't see anything. So I was like, oh, fuck. So I went over to the manager, told the manager, I was like, maybe it was an error. Nothing. I don't see anything there. The lady said no. He's all right, let me go check the cameras. Went and checked them, waited about 15, 20 minutes. He comes back and he said, a $20 did come out. And he said, you weren't even 4 or 5 feet away before you turned the corner. And she swiped it and put it in her back pocket. And then he said,
2 minutes later, you're asking her in the camera.
not even 2 minutes.
Yeah.
A minute, 60 seconds later, he sees me walk right back in and ask her, and she lies to my face. Says, no. And so he felt super bad. I was like, I pretty sure that I hit none, but clearly I didn't because $20 popped out, and so I should have been more aware. But I said I appreciated the guys for checking. They felt horrible.
We go to Vaughn's
we're there
daily almost, so we've been going there for so many years. We're like, they all know us, we know them, and they truly felt bad and stuff.
But the funny part is I posted about it in the Tascadero group, and people are so fucking dramatic in this town.
They basically want us to put her under the jail.
Yeah.
For $20.
Report,
Post her photo, get it from the cameras, take a screenshot from the cameras. Really want to put her on blast. And, I went on there and commented, and I said, it was a lesson learned. Keep an eye, double check things before we go. And then also, I'd like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt and hope that she needed it more than we did. It's unfortunate. Yes, we're a family of 6 and we're 2 self-employed parents. So we have a tight budget, and $20 in our world is not just $20 for sure. But at the same time, we hope our friends at the APD have way more important things to do than look for the girl that took the $20 that we left in the machine. Yeah. So it's like, but these comments are insane. Like, we're raised by the golden rule. Well, so was I. But does it mean everybody? If everybody lived by the golden rule, then this world would be a perfect place. There would be no crime. There wouldn't be nothing negative.
The last comment, though, and if you know me, the last comment said, God is watching her. And if you know me, you know that I could have just deleted the whole section. There are a ton of those. And I just was like, oh my God, people, you're fucking ridiculous. It just got so carried away. There were so many people that wanted a police report.
Yeah, and ultimately, this was a kind of an experience for me to show how much, I don't know about for him, but for me, that's grown. Because in reality, I was frustrated in the car. I was so bummed, because we don't just throw money around like that. And I would have marched in there said, let me see that camera. I'm going to find that girl. I'm going to put her on blast on my social media, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, that's just so much wasted energy. And we're not condoning her behavior. Like, so a lot of people are like, it's all nice to think that, it went to a good cause. Well, no, maybe that's not the case. Maybe she went home and laughed and was like, you dumbass, left his $20 and I got it, Or maybe she had been waking up that day going, wow, all I can get is these 4 items today at the grocery store because we can't afford more until I get paid again. There's so many scenarios, and I just prefer to look at things on a more positive note and hope that truly she needed it, and maybe one day, we will get the money back in another form,
Now, I haven't even told you because you just got home. When I was at the grocery outlet, I was, they know me since I'm there every Sunday morning. I was telling her about what happened yesterday at Vaughn's, and this is total totally coincidental, but one of their clerks got shafted out of $100 from some girl. She went to give them a $100 bill, and when she went to hand it, she said, "Hold on, I have a smaller one," and she handed them the smaller change. And then when the clerk went to go hand them the change, she said, "Hold on, what about my 100 that I gave you?" And no, the clerk was like, "Well, what?" And so the clerk gave her, "You never gave me my 100 back." So the clerk gave her 100, and she took off.
Yeah.
She told me
Like,
that,
doing retail for so long, I've always, out of habit, I've always, when people pay cash, especially with large bills, I always leave it on the counter, like in front of me, and then I get their change. I give them their change before I put their large bills back in the register, just so that way, because of discrepancies, because people will do that, be like, "No, I gave you 100, or, "Oh, I gave you, a 50 when they didn't," and then it's on us and our register at the end of the day, and it sucks, because then you're short, and you get written up, and it's a pretty shitty situation to be in, for sure, so... But anyway, that was just, it wasn't even that big of a deal. It was, yeah, that sucks, lesson learned, don't hit the wrong button. But the reaction, and I don't even know what you're going for as far as posting it in the
was
A-Town
more
group.
of a, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, he had the laughing face emojis, laughing at himself, like it was.
I wasn't looking for any
our
sympathy or I just.
Oh, but it was like legit. People are like, blah, this is unacceptable. Well, yeah, it is, but. It was, and somebody else made the comment too, like I've had that happen to me before. What sucked was they lied, but it was still my mistake, Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. People are just funny how people react, and it's just anger.
I was not expecting
just
that
so
at all.
much wasted energy towards angry people. It's just not worth it.
So, on that crazy note, let's jump into your memes that you have. Why don't you send those over to me?
Well, I had this thing I thought was funny. I can't send it to you because it's through a private meme page on Instagram, and it's a listening thing. So I'm just going to play it up to the camera or to the microphone.
Okay.
So you can hear it. Wait, I got to turn my volume up first. Okay. If I hold it just here, where's my microphone at? Where's the
bottom.
Down here?
I accidentally clogged my boyfriend's toilet, so I took the poop out and put it in his cat's litter box. Then he asked if I pooped in it, and I said no, but he said his cat has been dead for a week. Please pick me up.
Wait, what?
Okay, so if you can't hear that, the girl is saying she's leaving, it's a voicemail that was left on her sister's voicemail, and it says, so she's saying that I accidentally clogged my boyfriend's toilet, so I took the poop out and put it in his cat's litter box. Then he asked her, did you put your poop in the cat? Did you poop in the cat box? And she said, obviously no, because how horrible is that? And he said his cat has been dead for a week. Please come pick me up. It just struck me so funny because she's so.
Ew.
I mean, really though, like, what would you do if you clogged your, someone you're dating's, bathroom? It seemed like it kind of made sense. Like, just scoop it out and stick it in the potty box. But then he's like, my cat's been dead for a week. That was funny.
Oh, when you're first starting dating, I have to fart into your towels to keep them quiet.
Ew. You did that?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's just in my towels, my decorative towels.
Hey, going. That's how you got pink eye.
Oh, my people don't use these towels. That's disgusting. Where's my album that I created yesterday? Podcast album. All right, so you want me to send memes?
Yeah, next week I'm going to have you send them to me early.
Yeah, well, I told you I have them in my...
No, I know, but that way there's no waiting.
Yeah. There's one coming your way, and here is two coming your way. All right.
Your jujitsu is strong, but feel the power of my
nunchucks.
What website did you find this one on?
I don't even know.
I can really... Oh, my God.
Do you get it?
Yes, I get it.
Oh, well, you look like you were thinking about it. Like, you weren't sure, like, nunchucks.
I don't have deep thoughts about many of your memes.
Your jujitsu is strong, but feel the power of my nunchucks. And if you can't see it because you're listening, it's a nunchuck chain with two nuns on each a nun on each end.
God damn it.
Nunchucks.
And jujitsu is spelled Jew.
Oh, I don't even know. I wouldn't have even caught that. Like how
that's part of the joke.
Jujitsu.
You're Jew. Jewish?
Oh.
Your Jew.
Oh, see, I didn't catch that part of the joke. I was just talking about the nunchucks, the nuns.
Jiu-jitsu is not spelled like that.
I didn't think so. It didn't look right, but I just figured it was
a
an
two-part joke that you
annoying
got- hey, at
meme
least you
error.
got one part,
I
right?
know, I didn't.
Oh my god. All right, next meme.
I'll fight you with my bare hands. So it's a deer with his bear paws on, and a big bear looking at him saying, "Oh dear."
That's the nunniest of nuns. The two, or not nuns, puns. That's a pun. Punniest, if you can say, of
Punniest.
puns.
I just thought it was cute.
Fight you with my bare hands. Oh my gosh.
Oh dear.
Any other memes or just those two?
Those two, I know, not very exciting today.
No, that's fine.
Not much.
That's definitely you though.
And then
All right. So, did you have anything you were saying?
no, I was sending you the quote to get them out of the way.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna finish off with the 2020 word of the year, and I told Jamie before we started this to pick one word that was going to either define or inspire you for the rest of the year, which is kind of hard, but to do that, and then we'll get into her quote. So, do you want me to talk about my word, or do you want to talk about your
Go
word
ahead.
first? All right. So my word of 2020 is going to be impervious.
Perv?
Impervious.
Pervy?
Impervious.
Impervy?
So impervious to, for people that we look up to, you still want to look. Okay, let's start this off.
The definition of impervious.
Impervious. Not caring what others think of you or judge you by. Not worrying about the judgment of others. To put it simply, I'm totally butchering that, but I want to go forward with creating whatever I want to do, and being impervious to the thought or judgment of others for 2020. I want to do stuff that I don't have to think twice about who it's going to appeal to, or who might think this about it or that about it. Stuff that I want to do and not have to worry about. Not even worry, but
Don't care.
Just don't care. But not a complete fuck it all attitude. Not to be completely careless, but to be, because that could be such a general blanket statement. But to be impervious to judgment is what I really am looking forward to. Is just doing my thing and my thing like that I really, really want to do. So that's gonna be my word for 2020.
Get it, perv.
Yeah.
Are you being pervy? And then, I mean, impervious. So if I say that, have you been pervy today?
Yeah, but that's always. So it doesn't. You don't have to ask that question. I give you a compliment. I'm a perv.
I never call you a perv.
Yeah, you're like, ew, you're a perv.
I don't say perv.
You've called me a perv before.
My word is discipline. And actually, stupid, I
Sorry.
bought letters when I bought my board for my vision board that I did today. I bought letters. Specifically, the focal point was going to be the word discipline across the middle of my board. So I'm just doing my thing. I had already put the word out. Kristen's like, oh, I like that. That's cute. I took the letters off so I can do some of my other stuff behind it. And then when I finally remembered that I didn't put my word discipline, these little cutout letters across my board, I had already glued too much stuff to my board. So anywhere I put the word discipline, it was too big. It covered everything. So my word discipline is not on my vision board, but ultimately that is my word of 2020, and basically just because you need discipline before motivation, and discipline is going to keep me on track and focused, and everything else will just fall into place as long as I keep myself disciplined and focused on my goals and what I'm doing. Because in reality, motivation doesn't last for me. I don't stay motivated, but if I can stay disciplined, I'll stay motivated.
Yes. Yeah, very. I like that too.
That's my word, fool.
Moving on to quotes. I see you sent me a few. So do you want to talk about your three? And I'll read the first one and let you go. So these are Jamie's quotes that she sent me. Is one of them in particular for 2020?
The last one. The very last one, the longest one.
So these are just her quotes that she liked. Be so fucking committed to your growth. You're willing to say no without guilt and yes without fear.
So that one, the whole saying no thing is a struggle for me. I think I've touched on this almost every year. I'm going to learn to say no with no explanation. That's a hard one for me. I find that when I want to say no, I say some lame excuse to go with it instead. Like, I can't because blah, 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 blah. And ultimately, at the end of the day, you don't owe anybody an explanation. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. And I need to tell myself that. Like, it's fine. If you can't do it, then just say no, I can't, and that's just one thing, because then I feel bad. But then I feel worse if I make up a reason why I can't, and then I can't, I have to hide out, or I have to remember I told this lie why I couldn't do it, and then it just makes it more complicated. So if I'm just straight up say, no, I can't, it'll make my life so much easier. And then yes, without fear. That's another thing, is I'm constantly with anxiety. I'm constantly in fear of a lot. And it controls my life. And so I need to, if someone or we plan something, or he has an idea that, even though instantly I'm like, ugh, that sounds really scary. I want to do it, but it sounds scary. I need to be able to say yes and go for it, because ultimately, at the end of the day, we're not promised tomorrow. And if I live my life continuously like this, I'm going to look back without a whole lot of memories to reflect back on, because I let fear control my life. So that's why I like that one. I feel like other people can relate to that as well. I'm sure I'm not the only one in this boat. So
nice. And then you can take your second one.
There's my word, discipline. The distance between your dreams and reality is discipline. And I like that because it had my word of the year in it. I have big dreams. I have all kinds of things, like big, small ones that, don't seem so like out of reach, and others that seem like hopefully in this lifetime. And again, it comes back to being disciplined and staying the course, having a plan of how I can reach these dreams and goals by staying disciplined. So it all kind of comes together for sure.
And I can tell you that the goals that Jamie and I do have, I'm glad that we keep them to ourselves, because some of them are so big that it's like, I guarantee you, others behind the scenes probably would laugh or be like, that's not attainable. That's not, and we have some pretty awesome goals that are huge, and discipline, it really is the only thing that can even get us close to grasping any of those. So I like that one. I've never seen that one. So I need to stop turning to you when I talk and
I look at the camera.
Yes, I know. So and then, do you want me to read? Is that too far?
I can read it.
All right. So this is your one for 2020.
This is kind of to bring in 2020. So if you want 2020 to be your year, don't sit on the couch and wait for it. Get out, make a change, smile more, be excited, do new things, throw away what you've been cluttering, unfollow. Now I am starting to have issues seeing. Unfollow negative people on social media. Go to bed early, wake up early, be fierce, don't gossip, show more gratitude, do things that challenge you, be brave. And to me, that just sums up everything I want to focus on in one quote. I like it. I mean, I feel like everybody can relate to that. I know, right? I don't even know where I saw that, though, and I saved it for this particular podcast and for myself, because there's so much you can get out of all those things if you do it.
I definitely like the unfollow negative people on social media. And it's not just social media, it's in your life. I forget which book it was reading, but, sometimes our thoughts, people don't realize the control that we have over your own thoughts. That point in the store yesterday that happened to us, I was in control if I wanted to freak out or if I wanted to keep things calm, or it takes a split second for a negative thought to creep in your head for you to tell yourself to get it out. Like, and I know it's easier said than done, because that's, obviously if you could get rid of your anxiety and fear, you would. But, ultimately the thoughts and everything, that's what it, you can kick stuff out of your head and kick thought, but that becomes a habit too. A lot of this stuff are habits you create in your brain, as well as not just physical habits, but a lot of these mental things. You can train your brain to get rid of negative energy and negative thoughts. That's a big one for me in this quote that you put, was unfollow negative people on social media, and just in your life, the people that complain, or the people that, the haters. It's such a strong word, but yeah, I like that one. Gratitude is a big one too. Show more gratitude. Be brave. I really like to be brave, though.
Don't sit on the couch and wait for it.
Yeah.
You got to make things happen.
Yes. So cool. I like that one. My 2020 quote is "Time is what we want most, but what we use worst." I meant to bring it over here. I just got a book called it's about time, and the history of time in our world. But I've always been fascinated with time because it is something that we don't completely understand, but also one of the few assets that is finite on this earth. And I just really like this. Time is what we want most, but what we use worst. We always say that we wish we had more time for this. We wish we had more time for that. And we do have the time, but there are so many days, like in Jamie's last quote, not sitting on the couch and waiting for it. You know, we do tend to use time so
And this goes back to
horribly.
my cutting back of social media. Scrolling aimlessly on things that don't even, relate to me. I mean, literally don't relate to me, or the heated conversations on controversial subjects that I'm not going to partake in because I have no desire to, but I get stuck down the rabbit hole and just scroll and realize I wasted so much time that could have been productive for either my businesses or, myself. So, yeah.
Yeah, instead of watching YouTube for hours at night, why not have it on as a background noise and be working on the computer or continuing to expand knowledge or make ourselves better at something that we want to get better at. Totally falls into this. And I just really like this, and I want 2020 to be characterized as spending time better.
Yeah.
So that's what I had for my 2020 quote, and I think that's what we wanted to finish on. Yeah, quote of the year. Yeah.
Yeah. Want to hear a new song that I heard?
No. What is it? You're gonna get kicked off YouTube if
Just
you do
for
it
a
wrong.
second.
Turn that off. I've been seeing it everywhere. Oh my gosh. Yeah, press pause before we get kicked.
You got that yummy, 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 yummy,
What a joke.
yummy, yummy. I actually like Bieber, but I don't like that song. I was like, is this a joke? Like, I don't like the word yummy. I mean, I say yummy, things are yummy, but
Not in that
not
context.
in talking
That's
about
gross.
somebody.
That's not sexy at all.
You yummy, yummy,
Yeah.
yummy, yummy.
Um,
Just wanted to share what I heard in the car the other day. And it stuck. I'll probably listen to it again.
Anyway, did you say that you had sound of what the bleachers sounded like?
No, my shoes were making a weird sound. That's why Alicia and I were laughing when I was jumping up them. They were making
okay.
like a lightsaber sound. It was weird. Every time my nobles hit the metal, they were shoo, shoo.
Oh, I thought all right.
No.
But anyways, that's all we got for today. Sorry, it's kind of, to you guys it won't look as jumbled, but to us it's weird to come back and finish a hour long, just under an hour long podcast and have it be 4 hours ago. So, but yeah, we wanted to share our 2020 goals with you guys. We thank everyone that's been checking us out and having fun with us. We're looking to create some more fun content and start 2020 off with a bang. So, any other words you got for our listeners? You can expect for us to be up sometime this month on iTunes. Libsyn, I'm getting that all set up, and then I will get the store ready this week. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I promise it will be ready this week. We'll post on our Instagram and Facebook when it does.
You got the yummy, 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 yummy.
All right, guys.
That's all I got.
Well, we will see you all next week. Take care. Happy New Year. Go get it.
Get it, get it.